Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this simple, beautiful beanie. I'm going to make it for a man with dark color, but you can choose beautiful and light color for women. I'm going to make it slowly and I will give you all the measurements in centimeters. Also, I'm going to give you the number of stitch and the number of row. Today you will see a new method how to make this beanie. I love this method. I will use a wool that weighs 100 gram, 210 meters, 6 millimeters crochet hook, measuring tape, stitch marker and needles. A pom-pom to decorate our hat, but it's optional, you can leave it without. It's a new method. We will chain 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Slip stitch in the first stitch and slip stitch. We need to chain 24 centimeters for women, 26 centimeters for men. We are going to chain 40. That gives us about 30 centimeters for men. And you can chain 35th. That gives us 25th, 26 for women. And when we got to work, it will shrink a little bit and we will have about 26 centimeters for men and 24 for women. Even it's a little tall, it will look like slouchy. We are there. We are going to chain 40. 1, 2, 3, 4 till you have 40. I made 40 chain, and when we are going to measure, we will have 30 centimeters. We will add one chain to keep our 40 stitch. Skip the one in the second. You can work on the third loops or the back loops, or like this, and make one single crochet. You need to put stitch marker, especially for the beginners, and one single crochet in each chain. 1 single crochet till we finish our 40 chain. I'm at the end of my first row. I finished the last single crochet with you, and into the circle slip stitch to join our first row. Now chain 1, turn. We are going to work with only slip stitch. We leave the 2 chain, and in the third we are start with slip stitch, row of slip stitch. We need to work on the back loop. We have 2 loops and we will work on the back loop. Skip the 2. In the third, start slip stitch. This is my first. We need to put stitch marker it's easy for the beginners, and slip stitch in the back loop in each chain. Till we have 40 slip stitch. I'm at the end of my row 2, my last slip stitch under the 2 loops. And we have finished our second row. Row 3. We will repeat the second row. Chain 1, turn, and in the first we start with slip stitch in the back loop. Don't forget to mark the first one and continue with slip stitch until you reach 40 slip stitch. We need to repeat only the second row. I'm at the end of my row 3, back loop, the last slip stitch. We need now to join on the circle with slip stitch to join my third row, and we start my fourth row. Chain 1 and turn. Now skip 1, 2, in the third slip stitch. We need to repeat the row 2. Slip stitch in the back loop, and we need to mark the first one. And we continue with slip stitch in each stitch till we finished our row 4. I'm at the end of the fourth row, my last slip stitch under the 2 loops, slip stitch. When we are on the side of circle, we use back loop only. We have finished our fourth row. My row 5. We will repeat our first row. Chain 1 and turn, back loop, 1 single crochet in each stitch. Don't forget to mark the first single crochet, and we continue with single crochet. We have in total 1 row of single crochet and 3 rows of slip stitch. It's very easy. At the end of my row 5, back loop, last single crochet into the ring, slip stitch, chain 1, and we start our 6th row. Turn, skip 1, 2, in the 3rd slip stitch, and we repeat 3 rows of slip stitch, 6, 7 and row 8. We repeat our patterns with 1 row of single crochet and 3 row slip stitch, and we repeat till we have the head circumference width. For women is 56 centimeters. For men is 59 centimeters. When we finish my row 6, slip stitch under the 2 loops, and we begin the row 7. I joined my row and start my 8th row, and we repeat our pattern till we have 2 methods. We continue to work, and for women without stretching, we work till we have 44 centimeters. And if we need to straight, you should reach 56 centimeters. For a man without stretching, we need to reach 46 centimeters. If you want to straight, you need to reach 59 centimeters. I made 81 centimeters. If I come to measure with stretching my beanie like that, I will reach 59 centimeters. I will repeat. "59 centimeters." And if I measure without stretching. I'm on 46 centimeters. 46 centimeters. My last row is single crochet. This wrong side, this right side. When you finish your beanie, chain one and cut the yarn. Leave the yarn little bit long for sewing. And we start to sew our beanie. To avoid mistakes, we will attach our first stitch in each side. Like that. And we do the same thing for the second. And we mark the first one of each side. And we start to sewing. So, for sewing, this is my last row. I will take only the front loop. This is my first row. I will take the 2 loops. We start under the 2 loops and on the last row only the front loop. Leave the marker, 2 loops and front loop, like that. Till finish sewing. I'm at the end of my sewing. For the last 2 loops, we need to go under the loops to reinforce our beanie. Like this. And hide the yarn. Just hide it under our row. And cut the yarn. This is our beanie. And we need to finish the top of our beanie. We take our beanie and return it wrong side, and we are going to sew in this part. We take our needle and pass under our chain of 13 chain and start to sewing to close our circle. Under the 13 chain, under our circle. I just finished to sew my beanie. I keep my yarn, don't cut, car I will use it to attach my pom-pom. And this is result. I'm going to take back my yarn in the center. It's easy for me to attach my pom-pom. Like that. In the center of beanie, the top of my beanie, and attach my pom-pom. I'm just finished to place my pom-pom. I'm at the end of my tutorial. I want to say thank you for everyone, and I thank you for watching, and see you soon.